Y'all sit tight, I'm coming. Y'all sit tight, I'm coming. Y'all sit tight, I'm coming. Hold on, man. I'm almost there. Y'all sit tight, I'm coming. Hold on. Y'all sit tight, I'm coming. Hold on, man. I'm almost there. Hey, what's going on? I'm trying to remember what am I actually doing. Y'all sit tight, I'm coming. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Y'all bear with me, I'm getting old. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let me make sure I got this thing straight. Okay. I gotta make sure it's straight, y'all. Hold on. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I'm coming. There we go. Say, man, it's the Hood CNN with your favorite Hood reporter, the Prime Minister of Hood Education, Dr. Monroe. Because I got a PhD in common sense, and I'm a five-star general. I want you to push the share button on your video. I want you to share this video. We were in the war zone tonight, and we were talking about politics, and a lot of things came across my mind, and it won't even let me rest because it's just there, and I just got a lot of shit on my mind, man. I'm watching how they're trying to strip Brittany Mars from her race. Looked at how Lily Shetzer did Judge Powell in his race. She's not doing anything to Jared Davis in his race, knowing full well this man has multiple addresses and he doesn't live at the one that he claims that he lives at. But that's because you used to be his campaign manager, so you're not gonna say nothing. So I really wanted to elaborate on what I was talking about earlier with politics. And I want y'all to listen very, very closely. If you ain't making $100,000, this the video for you. Because I'm gonna tell you how they really feel about you and why they do what they do. I want you to really listen. The only people that black elected officials tend to gravitate to and listen to and do anything for are the people that actually vote. Now, if you don't vote, you don't serve a purpose to them. Now, I want you to think about why your neighborhood looks like it looks. Because in a lot of these African American neighborhoods and Latino neighborhoods, people are not voting. So the only people that serve a purpose to these politicians are the people that actually vote. And in a neighborhood like ours, It's the churches because the pastors get in bed with the politicians and they can try to, finagle the congregation to go and vote for these people. Now, everybody wants you to believe that if you're a Democrat, you shouldn't support a Republican. But behind the scenes, the Democrats get their money from who? They get their money from these big corporations and these PACs that get their money from white America. Now, hold on a second. So if you don't vote Democrat and you vote Republican, what's the problem? They get their money from the same people that they telling you should listen to and you shouldn't support. I want you to go pull up the high-powered black elected officials, and I want you to tell me on their campaign finance reports in any city, they in any state they have them. They just name different things. In Texas, you have the Texas Association of Realtors. These are the people that realistically control your neighborhoods. That's why it's a issue with gentrification. And they have certain laws and policies in place that make sure that poor people stay in poor neighborhoods. So the discrimination that lies underneath the layers of the onion that's called politics realistically exists. And it's designed to keep you poor. I keep telling y'all, Democrats create programs that keep you dependent on the government and they programs to keep you poor. Mr. Monroe, do you vote Republican? No, I don't. You won't find that in my voting record. But I know if there's some Democrats running and I'm not feeling them, I ain't voting for their ass either. I'm not going to do it. Now, in the city of Houston, we have a power struggle behind the scenes. Everybody want to be the man, want to be the one in charge. But in all actuality, they're only in charge of their destiny. They're not in charge of uplifting the black community. Tonight, I did something that I do in life is I asked my co-host to name me 5 good things, 5 bad things that African American politicians have done or have not done to black people. It didn't take that cat, Elvante, it didn't take him but a split second to run off 5 different things that black politicians have not done for black people. Now, when I switched it and I told him, tell me 5 good things that they've done, he was stuck on the first one. You can't show me nothing that black politicians have done for black people. Now, I know I'm going to rub some of y'all the wrong way, but I'm just telling the truth. You go up to Austin and you pussyfoot around and you play games. You make people believe that you're working so hard for us. And in all actuality, you ain't doing jack shit for none of us. None of us. You ain't doing for none of us. See, you fucked around and let me wake up. And when I woke up, game over. Because you can get me one time, you ain't gonna get me twice. You ain't gonna get me twice. I don't care what your name is. I don't care, what acronyms you got before your name, after your name, whatever. If you're a black elected official, tell me what you've done for black people. Not a goddamn thing. You've done nothing. And the sad part about all that is, y'all hold on a second. The sad part about all that is, black people don't even know that you fucking over them. They don't have a clue. I need for y'all to share this video. I need you to get on the phone, call your peoples and wake them up and tell them, man, just sit here for a second and listen to this dude, man. Let me tell you something, man. we're gonna come out of this pandemic shit worse than where we were. Because right now, one of the major things that's gonna help us is to make sure that we got some type of financial help when we come out this pandemic. Now that little $1,200 ain't gonna do shit for you. That shit gonna be that's gone when you get it. If you ain't pay bills right now, the 1,200 is gone. That's dead money, man. So what you gonna do when you ain't got no job? What you gonna do when you got to transition back into the work field? And in all actuality, you got to dig yourself out this financial hole that you in. But all you making is $10 an hour. So why in the stimulus they couldn't put in there to increase the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour? Because they're not trying to make policy in law to help black people. They're not trying to make policy in law to help black people. I want you to think about how fast they came up with this stimulus, but you're still stuck on reparations. You don't have the money for reparations, but you have money to bail out these major fucking corporations. You have money to bail them out, but you ain't got no money to do right by people. So this is how the game is played behind the scenes. I want to run for office, right? And I'm gonna go to some of the places and try to get endorsements. The question is where are these people getting the money from that they're gonna give me if they endorse me? They're getting it from the white folk. So in all essence, they'll never answer to us. They answer to them. That's the way politics is played. That's not being racist. That's being real. That's the way it's played. So when you line your ass up to get that turkey every Thanksgiving, they didn't spend no money out their pocket. That's the money they got from the PACs and from them folk who endorsed them. And in all actuality, they control them. You black politicians ain't working for us. I don't want to hear nothing you say. You ain't working for us. You working for the enemy. And you want people to believe that I'm stupid and well, I got a lot in common with some major old school cats. They said Martin was stupid and he was crazy. They said Malcolm was stupid and he was crazy. So now Gary Monroe is stupid and he's crazy. I'm in good company. You don't tell me when it's my time for anything. Don't pick up your phone. Don't call me. Don't tell me shit. You don't get to tell me when it's my time. See, I'm gonna tell you why it's an issue with Brittany Morris that won the judgeship over Daryl Moore. See, because Brittany didn't get a lot of endorsements, she didn't have a lot of money. Her campaign was grassroots, but it wasn't her time, according to the black powers that be. But she defied the odds, and that showed them, and it should show y'all. We don't have to kiss nobody's ass for no endorsements. See, there's a forgotten vote. That 18 to 40-year-old vote. They don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all need the most help right now. Right now, during this pandemic, 18 to 40 needs the most help financially. I need you to get a voter's registration card. And I need you to look at some of the people that's putting the work in right now. Those are the people that should be representing you. See, endorsements don't win races. See, when you take your ass to the polls and they give you that card with all them people pictures on it, the motherfuckers paid to be on there. They paid them people to be on that funk ass card, man. Oh, you need to vote for this one because it's this. No, you don't. Look at where we at right now. Where we at as a people right now? Our people got the worst health care in the world. Right now, they will let you die because the motherfuckers that represent us ain't putting nothing in place to help us. All of y'all out there that's smart, that's way smarter than me. I see people on here, Bruce Rice Bell, Arbor Taylor, Lisa Jefferson, my man Huey P. Newton, Bobby Scott. Tell me something that these black politicians done did for us. Tell me why the Texas Real Estate Association got more pull than almost anybody in the state of Texas when it comes down to candidates. Turner, you got money from them. Jared Davis, you got money from them. Your favorite politician got money from them people. And them the people that decide what neighborhood is going to be gentrified. Now, won't you think about gentrification? Your neighborhood is not good to have a brand new HEB in it unless it's being gentrified. Before your neighborhood became gentrified or they started gentrification, they wasn't thinking about putting a motherfucking thing in your neighborhood. You're not worthy of that. And these are the same people that come back and load these candidates up with money. Now I want to fact check some shit, and I want you to think about this. Before your favorite candidate sat in office for 10, 15 years, what did they do for a living? How much money did they have in the bank? So if all these people is giving you is a few pennies to be in government as a salary, how the fuck do you end up with millions of dollars in your fucking bank accounts? Where you getting this money from? See, black people, we support candidates financially. We got $5, $10, man. And the people shit on you for $5, $10, man. And I appreciate that, Aubrey. He said it takes a lot of courage to do what I'm doing. It just needs to be done. Now, in the real world, if somebody was doing what I'm doing, they may have some personal issues. They may have some personal issues. Candace, if you want to come on, I'm finna send you an invite if you're on here with me. If that's what you want to do. You don't have to, but I'm an invite. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm back. I sent Dr. Matthews an invite in case she wants to come on. But I really want you to listen to me. See, we spend the bulk of our time talking. And then when somebody try to have a conversation with us, then we want to overtalk them. I don't want nobody to overtalk me right now. That's why I opted to come in and do this video. You know, it's quiet, I'm focused, and I could really just penetrate the people that really want the information. Now I want you to understand something that nobody has tricked us except for our people. Nobody has tricked us except for our people. One question. If you found somebody that was passionate about what they believed in, they were knowledgeable about politics, they clearly understood what needed to be done, Why wouldn't you support them?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, hold on, hold on.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
All right. So the thing is, if you knew somebody, let me use me as an example.
All right.
There's nobody that has run for the school board in the last 8 years that is more knowledgeable than me.
Okay.
There's nobody that has ran for the school board that has attended as many school board meetings as me. There's nobody that has ran for the school board in the last 8 years that has touched every single issue that I've touched.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I not good enough to sit on the school board?
Because you can't be bought. You can't be puppetized. Duh.
Exactly. You can't buy me because I am going to work for the people. Now, when I ran my last campaign, I was a rookie at doing that shit. And I sat out for a few years because I wanted to watch. And the first mistake that I made is I ran myself ragged going to all these motherfucking meetings and endorsements and screenings. So whenever I decide to run for this time, fuck you and your endorsement. I don't need it. What I need is the will of the people to say that all it takes is 5 minutes to fill out a voter's registration card. It don't even take that long.
It don't. And I'm gonna give you a prime example. One of the ones who I'm real good friends with, Darnella Wilkinson.
Mm-hmm.
Darnella also is registered. You know, in order to get people registered, you know, she can do that. She's qualified to get people registered and stuff. So, my mom have a couple girls that had just turned 18 because you know my mom does foster care. Darnella signed all of look at all over here before this pandemic. We over here eating crawfish and crabs and everything. Darnell say, hold on, let me go to go. How old are you? Got everybody signed up. Everybody ready for November. Everybody.
Well, it doesn't take long,
It don't.
but I want you to think about just listen to me. I brought you on because you're intelligent. You got a PhD. You off the chain. But I want you to think. I just want you to hear me.
Okay.
In education, there is nobody more intelligent than me that has ran for the school board in the last 8 years. I sat and I talked to a school board rep tonight, and I told them how you create equity. See, because that seems to be a big ass problem in education. And what I said is what I believe. If you got 5 apples and I got one, you gonna have to give me two so we can both have three.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means, in order to create equity in education, you're gonna have to take from the haves to give to the have-nots.
Right.
But guess what happens? The haves gonna tell you at that point, fuck you.
And that's what you're right now.
Fuck your kids. We ain't giving up shit.
Mm-hmm. But
Now,
then that goes back to what we're talking about though, Gary. That goes back to what we was talking about last week, right? Remember we were talking about how my daughter, you know, we over here in Klein ISD, right? And then they have their internet, they're doing their school online, they doing, you know, they have their laptops and all that. But then let's look at the children in HISD that don't have shit. The
but
have
all of I'm not gonna dwell on education, but the reason that the kids don't have shit in HISD, it's not because of Dr. Grenita Latham. It's not because of former Superintendent Richard Carranza. That plan was put in motion years ago. When they started taking our programs out of our schools, when they started getting rid of our highly qualified teachers, they didn't just do that to say we want to create inequity. They did that to shut your fucking school down.
mm,
So Now they kind of stuck with keeping them open, but the new twist finna come. Let me tell you what the new twist gonna be, and then I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about.
All right.
This the new twist for HISD. If they can ride through this motherfucking pandemic and act like these kids can go to school online, they gonna try to shut down some of them black schools and make kids go to school online. Yeah, I get it. I understand what they doing. See, and it takes me back to the political aspect of it. When people are fucking over black people, why are the black elected officials always invisible?
Because they got duh.
They what?
Because they got paid off. Duh.
Okay, and if they got paid off, then what the fuck is we still fucking with them for?
Again, I agree with that statement 110%. But this is what gets me. That's why I wanted to do accountability. That's why they put me in place for the accountability, right? Because I got tired of seeing elected officials coming in lying, right? Then you have people on the endorsement committee that do not have the resources to do the research on these elected officials that are coming in there. They didn't know where you could.
But think about this here. There's really no research you need to do if you can tell me right now that these motherfuckers ain't did shit for us.
Well, see, what I'm saying, I'm gonna take it a step further for you. You know, I always use this statement that says follow the money, right? So when you do endorsement screenings, why are you pulling their campaign reports? Why are you pulling what have they done in the community? You see what I'm saying? They'll come here and give you a speech all day long. But I'm gonna take it to how we did ours, which was a whole different thing. We got a whole lot of flack.
Run through it.
Okay, I don't give two flying shits because guess what? Your ass ain't gonna come up in here and lie this time. Okay,
but it's not even. There's no research. I need you to hear me. There's no research that needs to be done because they've done nothing.
I'm saying it again. I just like to see their face when I pull your campaign report and ask you why are you taking money from these people? You see what I'm saying? I like to see their face pull their judicial report.
Okay, so here's I'm gonna put you on the hot seat.
All right, come on with it.
You're a member of HBAD, right?
Not active.
Okay, are you a member?
Coalition.
You're a member of the coalition.
Yeah, I'm a member of HBAD.
If you don't know, just say I don't know.
All right.
Where the fuck do the coalition get their money from? Because it definitely ain't just coming off no fucking dues. So where do they get their money from? Well, okay, before you can hold an elected official accountable and figure out where they getting their money from, the organization which you sit on boards and you represent, you need to find out where they get their money from. And I'm gonna tell you what, when you figure out that they getting their money from the same motherfuckers that they telling us don't fuck with, that's the wrong organization to be in.
Let me ask you this. Because the way how dynamic set for the coalition, you know, of course, you know, you have the state chapter where they have their state funding, and then you have the local chapter, Harris County chapter. Now, I'm gonna tell you straight up on the Harris County chapter, they don't really got no money. I can tell you that right now. They don't really got
okay, but if they're endorsing at the local level and they're giving candidates money, where are they getting this money from?
They're not giving. The local level is not giving no candidate. I can't speak on the state level, but I know.
So here's my thing where I get confused in.
All right.
I'm a candidate, and I'm gonna come to y'all to get endorsed. What's the use of me coming in there to get a fucking endorsement that one, You can't help me with phone banking. You can't help me buy no signs. You can't help me get no push cards. Why would I need your endorsement?
Because of
So
the
if you think that them people ain't getting no money, you might want to check your PhD.
wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah, slow
Now,
down a little bit.
hold on. In the endorsement meeting, they let them know that we're gonna need funding to do the, as far as when we at the poll, they pay, whatever fee that they have to pay for that. Now, I am aware of that portion, but I'm not aware of the coalition giving no candidates money. You know what I'm saying? Now, the candidates will pay the for us to when we go at the actual site to give this is who
Let me tell you what my daddy used to tell me, and I took this with me in business. Now,
mm-hmm.
y'all watching out there, y'all listen to me. That follow the money thing is great, but man, you need to stop what you're doing, Monroe. You need to look at the people you're surrounding yourself with. And then I'm gonna tell you this here. I'm in college now, so I'm taking math.
All right.
Ain't one of my strongest subjects. But I know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. There's a building that you have to have meetings in. I know that that building either has a mortgage or it has rent. I know with the number of people that pay monthly dues, that is not enough to cover the mortgage or the rent.
Well, we
So
don't.
my question now becomes is where are these people getting this money from?
Okay. I'm gonna let you know about everywhere that we do our meetings. It is free. Okay. Number two, do not collect monthly dues. They collect yearly dues.
So that means that the money is shorter.
Say that again.
That mean the money is shorter. If you ain't getting it monthly, you getting it yearly. I mean you got less money to play with now.
That's why I'm telling you, local chapters don't have money, bro.
So here's my question again. If that chapter cannot do nothing for me, then why would I need their endorsement?
Because first of all, the coalition has a mean ground game. They have a mean ground game, and they pay for the GTV efforts, and for us to put them on the endorsement. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people when they see our endorsement, that's why.
So if they have a mean ground game, now I become the candidate again. That means you got to get the push cards right and put the candidates on the cards, right?
Yes, they give
That means that somebody got to pass them out, and Negroes ain't working at the polls for free. Where do they get their money from?
when they pay for the GTV efforts. That's what pays for who goes to sit at the polls to give their stuff. That's how that works.
So here's my thing. What's going on with Brittany Mars bothers me. Because I think if Brittany Mars was white or if Brittany Mars was gay, this would not be going on. See, because a white candidate or a gay candidate doesn't go through the headaches that a black candidate goes through.
Right.
And the reason that the black candidate is going to go through it is because, one, we didn't kiss the ring. Brittany didn't kiss the ring. See, it wasn't Brittany's turn to run. See, because these folk tell you when it's your time. So Brittany stepped out there on her own with her own little coins, did her thing, and kicked Daryl Moore's ass by 56,000 votes.
Yes, she did.
So now all of a sudden, there's a residency issue. But
Wait a
according
minute.
to
Wait a minute. Let me say, I like how you said that resident issue. Jared Davis got a motherfucking resident issue. Ain't
and
nobody
I
his
okay,
ass.
so that's why I don't understand why everything is being done behind closed doors. Like we don't want this to come out of. We shouldn't say it in front of people. No, what you should say is that we have some corrupt people running our elections. And these
Correct.
people need to go to jail. But it's hard for you to send the massa to jail when you know what they've been doing the whole fucking time. It's hard for you to send somebody to jail when this ain't their first rodeo. See, the one thing that I get, and I clearly understand, that criminals never get caught. They get comfortable. And when they get comfortable, they start making mistakes. And see, the mistake that was made in this thing with Brittany Mars, with Judge Powell, in that 142 race, these niggas ain't gonna do shit about it. Every state rep should be up in arms right now. Because what happens if it happens to you? You're
Well,
gonna want everybody to go to war for you.
look at the word is that the state reps all have got together, created some type of letter with all of their signatures, and they are pretty much battling. I guess this is happening behind the scenes. The coalition comes together, and they all doing things behind the scenes to address. Now, I will keep my ears to the streets to get the rest of this tea, but this is what I got so far, right? So, but see, I operate a little bit differently, me personally, because when I see corruption, and me and you both operate the same way. When we see corruption, we gonna blast your ass. We're not gonna go behind no closed doors. We're gonna bring it out. We're gonna let the constituents know. We're gonna let
The
everybody.
only time you gonna try to play the quiet game is when you knew what the fuck was going on and it didn't happen before, or either you are part of the corruption. Because otherwise, you'd probably be just as pissed off as me. You'd be just as pissed off as you. You'd be just as pissed off as Aubrey.
And
Because as regular people on the outside looking in, this shit look fucked up, man.
wait a minute, hold on. Let me look here. Let me get all the way 100 with this. My thing is, why are they running around contacting certain folks because they putting shit out and ain't nobody contact us?
First of all, do you think when they were trying to pass civil rights that that Lyndon B. Johnson, who do you think Lyndon B. Johnson was in contact with? Malcolm or Martin? They will never contact us because we're Malcolm. And these old, I'm really trying to be nice
Why,
because I want people to hear me. So I'm trying not to curse and I'm trying not to really go off.
Gary? Because if we want to raise this awareness to know that
Fuck
this
the
wrong,
awareness. I need somebody to go
get
to
it.
jail.
Well, we need to. Let me tell you something. The
What
next,
has happened in 142 with an invisible candidate? Fuck the awareness. We're aware of it. This shit like the DARE program right now. Stop telling me about the dope. Do something about it. We already aware of some fuck shit going on.
But what I found that was interesting too, they was trying to throw that stuff on Bonton, like he had something to do with. First of all, Bonton don't got the means for that. That's a little bit too cunning, and you got to have some money to do that.
Say, man. No, they don't. This is all about position.
But Bonton ain't do that though.
This is all about position. I need you to hear me. Somebody in a position of power wants more power. So the person that is running, say, the Republican Party,
Mm-hmm.
you notice I use Republican Party.
Mm-hmm.
That person that wants the power is going to tell them what they want done. And the only thing they're going to tell them, get it done. This is not the person that we need in here at the moment. This is not the person that we need to push our agenda, because their agenda does not include poor people. Their agenda does not include me and you. Their agenda includes them. So a race with an invisible candidate and nobody has been formally charged.
That's a problem.
It's a major fucking problem.
Smell like the fly in the buttermilk to me.
If you get a motherfucking parking ticket and don't pay your ticket, you might come out the motherfucking building and they got a yellow boot on your fucking car. There's repercussions for your fucking.
And then,
But it ain't no repercussions for these politicians' actions.
but,
So right now, if
mm,
anything, the person that notarized the application for the mysterious invisible candidate should be stripped of their notary license.
correct. But let's take a step further. Now that you have this, the Lily lady, right? The one that's the over the party, correct? It's always some bullshit with her, right? Okay, just like with the Judge Powell situation, that shit dealt with the notary. That shit dealt with taking him off the ballot, and then he had to turn around and get all these attorneys to get put back on the ballot. See, it's always this saying: where there's smoke, there's fire. And it's too much controversy going on with this chick being with the Democratic Party. She got too much going on. And then allegedly, with all the other sex lies and videotapes, see, it's just too much.
So why aren't black politicians pushing for her to go to jail if she violated the law? Fuck them backroom motherfucking meetings. Fuck them backroom ass motherfucking letters.
That's how I feel. I've been had that here phone front.
But see, that's the thing that they want us to believe. This is how you have to do it. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That means y'all have done this to somebody else. And it's like right now, if we wasn't sounding the fucking alarm, Brittany would have been thrown off the ballot and fuck up.
Completely. And if we didn't have that, we clearly have to sound the damn alarm. Every which way. I hate to say it, but that's what it is. And I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna keep exposing the bullshit. I am. I sure am.
So imagine right now, we ride all the way to November and they have these elections. I want you to answer this. Why should I vote for any one of these cocksuckers that didn't sound the alarm right now on the Democratic side?
Now that.
So they'll tell me, well, now you need to vote Democrat. But you seem to be involved in some shady shit. So why should I fuck with you?
I can't disagree with you on that.
So I want every one of them bastards to know one thing. Y'all getting y'all money, I'm gonna get my money. And I will sidetrack your motherfucking election run. Cause I ain't got a problem working for good people that just want to work for good people.
You know
Because
what?
Democrats ain't doing shit for us. No fucking.
For the politicians that are watching, okay, let me make sure y'all understand something. What y'all need to understand is that we're not taking this shit no more. We're not. You got some scandals behind your ass, we gonna infiltrate them polls. Straight up. Because we gonna kill that shit with the ground game. Because guess what? The grassroots people, they listen to us.
But how you gonna kill it with the ground game when they started taking money from the white folk behind the scenes?
The control is at the polls, baby. The control is at the polls. Jonathan said he needs somebody to go to jail, and I know that's right.
I'm not built to play, and I elected officials that watching me. I'm not built to play pussy ass games. I'm not built to play them. And I want you to understand something. If you don't stand up for Brittany Mars, I'm gonna sidetrack your fucking election run. You better get off your ass and stand up, because it could have been you that was Brittany Mars.
Exactly.
And
we gonna call your ass out too.
Fuck calling them out. I'm gonna fuck up your election.
And we gonna call you out. So it's a double duo.
Well, you can call them out. Did you want to call them out? Call them out by name. I'm gonna fuck you up at the polls.
And I'm gonna be right with them.
First of all, Eric just said double consciousness. W.E.B. Du Bois told us how to carry ourselves to get what we need. Well, Eric, let me make you aware of something. We've been carrying ourselves very respectably. And we've been getting shitted on for at least the last 20 years. So how we need to carry ourselves? How we need to carry ourselves, man, when my neighborhoods still look like they look. How we need to carry ourselves when we come out this pandemic and people ain't gonna have no money because that 1,200 gonna be gone, man. They did us no goddamn favors with no fucking $1,200. When you take your ass over there and you bomb them people's countries.
Time is out for being politically correct.
Real quick. You give them all kind of funding.
My thing is, time is out for being politically correct. You gotta let these motherfuckers know we're not playing. You gotta let them know that we're not playing. And
I'm gonna tell you, I mean, you on accountability, you on the committees. I'm in the motherfucking hood, me. And I got a different level of accountability. I play the game different. You motherfuckers don't stand up for Brittany Mars, I'm gonna sidetrack your whole fucking run in November.
And I'm going.
And I don't have a fucking problem doing it.
And I don't have no problem calling you.
So you got to always know what you want in the game. Tell you what we want. You're gonna stand up for Brittany because you could have been Brittany. And you need to do something with the head of the Democratic Party. You better do something with her. And I ain't talking about no motherfucking slap on the wrist, because she has attacked multiple African American candidates in this election cycle. And you people have not done a motherfucking thing about it. Now you act like you want to be a leader. Everything rises and falls on leadership. You motherfuckers ain't no leaders. You motherfuckers just get money. You ain't no motherfucking leaders. You motherfuckers just get money. You motherfuckers like taking pictures.
I need somebody to go to jail.
Do what?
I need somebody to go to jail.
Straight I tell you what, If you want somebody to go to jail, what you need to do is, I'm not in town. Monday morning, you need to go to Harris County District Attorney's office and file a complaint against the head of the party. That wouldn't need to happen.
Or maybe I need to get Kim Aug on the phone.
Fuck her on the phone. Paperwork rule the nation.
I need to go see.
When you put it on paper, that's different than the conversation on the phone.
I need to go see Kim.
Need to file a complaint.
Clearly.
Because one, all you got to do, let me show you something. You see this motherfucking chicken bone? See this chicken bone? That's a set of nuts. Put them nuts in your motherfucking hand and just start squeezing them. And when you squeeze the nut of the rotary, the registrar, that's going to lead you to some other places. And I can guarantee you, when they start talking about sending folks to jail, everybody in their mama finna start snitching.
Just like with that Rodney Ellis shit.
He's already being investigated by the feds. I'm on this other shit right now. I can't get sidetracked. We know his race wasn't right. The numbers wasn't right in his race. It's several races that wasn't right. We know folks pimping the early ballot. We know the motherfucking precinct chairs being bought off. I know that for a fact.
And taking money too.
I know how much you're getting when you gotta put motherfuckers in certain positions.
I do too.
That 500 feel good in your hand, don't it?
What you mean 500?
What it mean? What it feel when the other one, I put them hoes on blast. When the motherfucker need their air conditioner fixed. I know the game. I know what y'all done did, man.
First of all, it ain't no $500. It's some thousands of dollars that folks get.
Baby, let me tell you something. You might have a couple of precinct chairs. You might have a couple of precinct chairs that got over 1,000, but the going rate was 500.
Boy, shut your mouth.
Motherfucker took $500
they
to appoint people.
Oh shit. Boy, I tell you. Folks gotta get it right.
And the reason I'm hot, I didn't want to be appointed. Your business is affecting my neighborhood. The shit that you doing is affecting my neighborhood.
And that's what pisses me off. Because
hey, man, let me put it out there. I don't give a fuck if you're living or you're dead. I throw your bitch ass under the bus.
Come on with it. And I'm gonna dry that motherfucker.
Everybody around here, Larry Green this, Larry Green that. Do we know some of the people that this dude was involved with was taking old people's houses in Harlem Clark and snatching their houses right from under them? Snatching their houses from under them. Motherfuckers know what was going on. Ain't nobody want to say nothing. How long y'all thought we were going to play this motherfucking game, man? So, my initial rant was clearly understanding the dynamics of what the fuck is going on. Whatever I choose to run for, because I'm going to run for something. A group of black people that want to decide who runs for what, you better not put your candidate up against me. So I'm going to eat your motherfucking ass up. So what does that mean? That means whatever I run for, step the fuck away or watch me destroy your candidate and I win regardless. But if I gotta win that way, you can best believe I'll never work with you bitches a day in my life. So what am I saying? What are you saying, Mr. Monroe? I don't want a seat at your table. I built my own. And I eat off my own table. And I'm gonna make sure the people in my neighborhood get to eat off my table. Not once a year when it's turkey day. When we wake up and understand that these motherfuckers go into office broke and come out multi-millionaires, that's the only time we gonna wake up and understand and see they ain't just pimping motherfuckers on Bissonnet. They pimping them all over the city of Houston.
Well, I sure can't wait to expose some more shit. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this stuff is going to unfold. That's what I'm waiting on.
They know how it's gonna unfold. They gonna leave Brittany the fuck alone. I just said that if you don't leave Brittany alone, Republican versus Democrat in November, and I'm gonna fuck up your Democratic election run.
But Gary, what about this alleged video?
I'm not talking about that.
Because something needs to come out. I don't think she understands the tea that the alleged tea that would destroy her. I don't think.
Let me tell you what them folk over there can do for me. One, they'll never know what I got until I get ready to put it out. And when I decide to put it out, they ain't got enough money to make me not put it out.
Well, I'm talking to her if she's watching. You might want to kind of move around because this stuff that's out is going to damage you and the Democratic Party.
If Brittany Mars is removed from that position, it's gonna tear up the Democratic Party.
Yeah. And I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm telling you. That girl come off that ballot.
It ain't no ballot. Let me tell you what the problem is. She already kicked his ass. She does not have a Republican opponent.
If they take her off, let me rephrase. If they take her off, you're not going to be ready what's about to come next. That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you this here.
It's going to destroy.
You getting into this game. What I do, I've been doing for 8 years. I ain't never lied to the people. When I say I got something, I got it. When I say I'm gonna unleash it, I unleash it. I fuck up careers. I fuck up your 401k. I don't give a fuck. I don't need to have a conversation with the person that's over the Democratic Party because in her world, I'm beneath her. In her world, I'm beneath her. But let me make you aware of something. I got all 3 of the senses. I got book sense, I got street sense, and I got common sense. And this game of being a gangster that some of you blue collar suckers like to play, you know who to play that shit with. That's why you ain't calling threatening me.
Or me.
I encourage you to call and threaten me.
Or me.
I encourage you to run your ass downtown and try to file defamation of character suits against me. I encourage you to do it for one reason. Take me in a court of law, and I'll be glad to expose yourself to the whole fucking country. Take me. I challenge you right Now, Miss Democratic Party president, take me to court if you don't like the shit I've been saying. And we did put the disclaimer on it allegedly. Take me to court and sue me for defamation of character. I will destroy your ass.
Well, look, but you said allegedly, so you can't do nothing with it.
I don't give a fuck what she do.
Listen, all I'm saying, you don't want.
Let me get this straight. Let me tell you this here. Why these people been out here fucking with tea and crumpets and going to motherfucking formal events? Some of you politicians walking the streets right now, a nigga done whoop your ass in the club, man. You already know what it is, man. A motherfucker done whoop your ass in the club, man. And whooping ass just like riding a bicycle. Won't get how to do that shit. Come on, you get in front of them people and play like you tough. I am really a tough guy. Don't get it twisted.
All I'm saying, Gary Monroe, they don't want this stuff to come out because it's going to tear up the whole Democratic Party.
Well, you know what? I done tore up a bunch of shit in the last 8 years. It'd be an honor to tear up the Democratic Party. Because whether it's Brittany, Sean Theory, Ron Reynolds, Boris Miles, Sheila Jackson Lee, whoever, if it's wrong, I'll tear that motherfucker up. And I meant that. Lily,
right. Do it right.
I know Lily may be a Christian.
Do what's right, Lily.
She might be a Christian.
She needs to do what's right.
Jerry, you might be a Christian. Miss Notary, Mr. Notary, you might be a Christian. You know Lucifer? You about to fucking meet him. You gonna learn one thing. In order to destroy the enemy, days you have to become them and be willing to destroy yourself in the process. And I don't have a problem because you've destroyed my neighborhoods. You've destroyed hope in my neighborhoods. And I'm not gonna sleep until I get you.
All I'm saying, do what's right. I beg you.
People ain't got no right in them. The only thing right now is leave Brittany Mars alone and take your ass out the position that you in. That's right.
All I'm saying, it would be in your best interest to do what's right. It will be in your best interest. People that know Dr. Matthews, y'all know if I say that it is in your best interest, there's a reason. Because if not, this is going to tear up the Democratic Party. I'm telling
you. The Democratic Party. They ain't gave a fuck about us in the last 20 years. Fuck them.
This is going to be bad.
Either stand up, either roll. Let me put it a different way. You either finna roll with us or you finna get your bitch ass rolled over.
Look here. I'm just going to say this. Folks had to learn. You better ask that principal at Madison. You better ask
let me tell you this here, baby. The principal at Madison, that wasn't even, that was light work.
I know.
That was light
work. The big work.
That's light work. The lawsuits that come behind it, that's the work. When you got to write them checks for $250,000, that's the work. Throwing her ass under the bus, shit, that was easy to do. She trash anyway. I'm telling you straight up. She trash anyway.
Damn. That's cold.
That's light work. That ain't shit. See, I'm gonna tell you what's work. When you stand in front of a boardroom on a Thursday night and you tell them you either fix this problem or you're gonna have some problems with the feds. You got 48 hours, and then they don't respond. And then
And
after
who
they didn't respond, a day later, the feds walk through the front door.
I know it.
Play the
So
game.
all I'm saying, I'm just saying this. It would be in your best interest to leave Brittany Morris alone.
For a lot of reasons.
I'm saying, I'm just gonna say this again. It is in your best interest to leave that young lady alone because this stuff that this tea right here is
And
gonna
what you can do, because that's what they normally do, is they run to the overseer of the Negroes. Go on over there to Massa Turner. Oh, Monroe's trying to scare me. Fuck him too. Like I'm joking. What y'all never wanted me to do was come out that school arena and get in this political arena. Cause you know what? Y'all can't handle me, bro. Even if you, even with the man deploying the National Guard to Houston right now, you motherfuckers could get them. Y'all can't handle me.
Gary.
I don't know how to handle me. See, because I'm the Negro that can't be bought. You don't know how to handle me. I'm the Negro that don't want your stinking ass pussy. You don't know how to handle me. I won't. I'm like a motherfucking woman scorned right now. I want what I want right now. And if you choose not to give it to me, I promise you're gonna remember me for the rest of your fucking life.
No, I believe the whole nation is gonna believe because this stuff gonna go worldwide worse than the corona.
I want them because right now the corona has the world in an uproar. And the war zone has the city of Houston in an uproar. So if you're a male candidate that then did some fucked up shit, what it feel like when you fucking your wife and you thinking about us? What it feel like when you trying to eat a meal and your mind is what that little motherfucker Monroe doing now? See, because I'm in your head, anime. Getting out. Ain't but one way to get out of this shit.
Do what's right.
It ain't but one way to get out of this shit.
Man. Oh
I
Lord.
want you the next time you go down there to eat you some pussy, before you put your face on that kitty cat, you gonna see my motherfucking face. I'm gonna be in your motherfucking business like you ain't never thought. The next time you trying to suck a dick to get a truckload of turkeys for the senior citizens, you gonna see my motherfucking face. Cause I'm not giving you no more room to fuck people.
When this tea come
None.
out, look here. When this tea here come out, I look here. All I'ma say, y'all, if y'all see me, look here, I'm in my bonnet. I done pulled the shade fan out. If I done pulled this thing out, that tea right there is gonna tear some stuff up. It's gonna go national. That's all I'm saying. Don't touch that girl Brittany, is all I'm gonna tell you.
Better leave Brittany Morris alone.
Yeah, leave her alone, man.
Turner can't help you get out this shit. And I'm gonna tell you how I do it. People like, don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. I like to let a motherfucker know. So that way when it happened, you can't say I lied to you. See, what I do to motherfuckers is I separate the weak links. I'm gonna separate you from all the leadership in the Democratic Party. I'm gonna make you a liability. And in business, you either an asset or a liability.
Uh-oh. What okay.
In the end, I'm going to make you a liability. And I'm gonna make sure that nobody wants to fuck with you ever again.
Well, this here thing, ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with her. But then
Yeah,
again, right.
she got 151,000 votes, and he got 95. She got 61%. And see, this is what I'm saying. You need to listen to me. You don't need them funk ass endorsements. You just need a hell of a campaign. That's all you need. So all you high and mighty motherfuckers that's sitting in political seats, don't stand up for Brittany Morris. I'll help your Republican opponent put a foot in your ass. Oh, by the way, I think I had the best winning percentage out of anybody worked elections. I had 10 people that I helped, and I only lost 2 races. And we both of them was jacked up by the numbers. I will fuck you off in November. I will fuck you completely off. And that ain't a threat. That's a motherfucking promise.
And that ain't alleged.
I'm not finna hold
right.
y'all. I just had it on my motherfucking mind.
I'm like this here.
My mind.
They need to do what's right. Don't let that happen to that young.
They just need to leave it alone. Fuck doing what's right, because if they do what's right, then we tend to be forgiven. I'm not being forgiven. I don't want you to do what's right. I want you to leave Brittany alone, resign your fucking position, get the fuck on. If not, I'm gonna send your fucking ass to jail. You and your little band of crooks. I don't cut no side deals. I'm not giving you another chance to fuck no more black people.
I like how you said that.
Fuck your people. Leave mine alone. I know some of my people ain't right. I know some of my people is fucked up, but they my people. And you don't get the right to fuck them. Little girl.
Monroe.
Don't make me put you on Pornhub. Spankwire. X videos. But shit, I might just put you on Twitter.
No, World Star.
Stinking ass.
Look here, Monroe, TikTok. Did you just say Pornhub?
Don't make a motherfucker put you on Pornhub.
Oh no.
I ain't finna hold y'all. And this shit is disturbing to me. I ain't gonna rest. Y'all can fuck around if y'all want. I'll come to your conventions. I'll fuck up your conventions. You better ask Andrea, State of the Schools. 7 years ago. Come up them escalators, ain't give a fuck about now police in the building. I will fuck up your conventions, your black caucuses, all that shit.
Wait, Monroe. Monroe. Oh Lord, this is too much. Oh Jesus, this is too much.
I need tickets to all the motherfucking formal events.
Wait a minute.
I want tickets to the formal events.
Monroe, this is too much. It's too much. Uh, I'm coming home. I'm coming to see
Ryan here, Ryan here thinking you just put the wood to us.
you.
No, the hood finna fuck y'all now.
Mm-mm-mm. Baby, I'm telling you, don't mess with her, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
Leave Brittany Mars alone.
You
Or
mess
either
with
these
her,
waters, or either test these waters and find out if I'm playing. I will fuck around and have you live on that big ass TV in City Hall.
it would be in your best interest to leave that young lady alone and let her
And
go.
go on about your business.
Yeah, it would be in your
Go
best
on
interest.
about your business. You done ran your course.
Monroe, can I say this to her? If you're watching, what I know, please, I'm begging, please leave Brittany alone.
She
Everybody,
wanted fair and square.
look here, everybody that know Dr. Matthews know if I'm talking like this, that means you don't want what's about to come next.
Well, I'm gonna say this here and back you up. I really don't want you to leave it alone. I want you to play high power. I want you to act like fuck that nigga over there. I want you to just say fuck it and don't do nothing. I'll make you a porno star.
All I'm I,
Hey, by the way, for you black politicians that want to work behind closed doors, you do what you gotta do.
mm-hmm.
But while you back there, I don't need to hear that song. Oh nigga, what you gonna say? When freedom come your way. See, cause contrary to popular opinion, I ain't Kunta. I ain't Kunta. I ain't finna stay on the plantation and get my motherfucking foot cut off.
I'm gonna tell you who you are. You
Nat,
Django.
I'm Nat Turner.
Django.
Nat Turner.
Django.
And let me tell you why. Cause I don't read your slave manual. You can't push your religion off on me because I don't turn the other cheek because you might hit me in that one. And when I'm on these missions, they like seek and destroy missions. And my coaches used to teach us one thing. When you go on these missions, you kill all the women and children and you go back for anything that's moving. I hope you don't do nothing.
Brittany.
I promise you, you will be 75 years old in a motherfucking old folk shitting on yourself and shaking, still talking about Gary Monroe. He
Brittany.
fucked up my whole life.
Brittany, do was please.
And I'm so evil when I come after people that if you was 75 and you screwed my people and you was on a breathing machine, I'd cut the fucking cord.
Now, Gary, you go too far.
You choking the life out of my motherfucking communities. If you was on a motherfucking machine to kill 5, I'll unplug that motherfucker.
Stop it, Gary.
You know Lucifer living?
Stop it, Gary.
You about to meet him.
Stop it, Gary. I think Liz gonna do what's right. I hope she does.
I hope she don't.
I'm just gonna tell you.
Let's see if your big bad Django can handle me.
You mean Mandingo?
Yeah, from what I hear, he my dangalang. He ain't no mandingo, he my dangalang. When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy. Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my dang-a-lang-a-lang.
Do what's right, girl. You know, like I know you better do what's right. Leave that girl Brittany
Cause
alone.
if you don't, I'm gonna skin your ass like this chicken bone. Promise on everything I love.
Woo, it's too much.
Lily sleep great. Jerry sleep like registrar. Sleep good.
Woo.
Brittany Morris, you got the hood riding with you. And contrary to popular opinion, them bitches don't want no problems with the hood.
Do what's right.